Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estáis? Bienvenidos al canal, bienvenidos a un nuevo vídeo y bienvenidos al evento de Semana Santa, ¿vale? Bueno, ya sé que ahora estáis viendo el emulador como pequeño, pequeñito. A los lados se ve algo de Launchbox, pero es que hay que grabar así porque yo el juego lo estoy viendo a pantalla completa, pero a la hora de capturar se me captura así, ¿vale? No, y antes se me veía más pequeño. Estuve configurando y esto es lo que he podido hacer, ¿vale? Tenéis ahí una imagen también de Dreamcast, ¿vale? Para hacer así un poco la coña. Y bueno,
Hi, I'm Bill Waverly.
And I'm Kate Gloss with All
entonces
You Want to
empezamos
Know.
aquí.
Top
Esto
of the
es un juego
news,
en
a
inglés,
new
pero bueno,
champion in the
con
war against
subtítulos
crime.
en español, ¿vale?
President Goodman today announced
HeadHunter
formation
es el
of the
juego.
Anti-Crime Network, an elite force of private
Y
law
bueno, pido
enforcement
disculpas que
operatives
la
to
Launchbox
be
se ve así
headed
de
by
fondo, pero
millionaire
bueno, ya
industrialist
habíamos
and
dicho que
political
era Dreamcast y
heavyweight
bueno,
Christopher
pues ya está.
Stern. With funding from government, business, and the midweek lottery, the ACN promises $1 billion crackdown on organized crime and safer streets for you and me.
In other news, Governor Hernandez apologizes for global warming, promising a statewide
De
hot
hecho,
air
estoy
initiative.
grabando por
How he
segunda
plans
vez
to achieve his
porque antes
targets.
grabé y no se me veía el juego.
It's
Se veía la Launchbox, pero
official.
no me capturaba el juego.
Privatized
Por lo
is
cual, este
best.
emulador es Red
Following last
Dream,
year's
¿vale?
armed
Y bueno,
forces
me
sell-off
está
and the
dando
financial
un poco de
success of the
problemas, pero bueno,
Mideast War,
creo
the
que podemos hacer el
ACN is
evento.
extending its crime-fighting
Aunque
capabilities
sea
with
así,
private
viendo un poco la
contractors
Launchbox,
specially
pero bueno.
trained to hunt down wanted felons. ACN chief
Pido
Christopher Stern
disculpas,
said
pero
the new HeadHunters will be Layla certified and fully insured, promising to deliver more bang for your buck.
Meanwhile, more power to the elbow of concerned parents, with new laws prohibiting all public displays of human or animal violence. You know, Bill, my dog just hates violence.
We could learn a lot from dumb animals, Kate. Next up, movie madness in Muskoka. Every school kid knows the value of life, Kate. But how about a life of crime? From today, all wanted felons are to have bail bonds set by government, with values listed on the criminal exchange. More crimes and worse crimes see the bail figure rise. Rehab sees it fall. Successful headhunters receive 10% of the bail, the rest going to meet ACN costs. Felons unable to meet bail face compulsory organ donation. Kate? Recycling is the order of the day. Now crime fighters have got the message, with new organ-friendly weapons set to replace old-fashioned firearms. Superior to conventional weapons in range and accuracy, the electric neural projectile, or EMP gun, attack the target's nervous system, causing severe pain and eventual brain death without damaging much-needed internal organs, safeguarding supplies for hardworking citizens and their families. From today, possession of conventional firearms is illegal.
Well, that's great, Bill. Those old guns were really nasty. And in tonight's lifestyle feature, we ask synthetic versus natural implants. When it comes to organs, can you beat the real thing?
Latest figures show the CCS criminal control system has been a big success since the government licensed the technology from the Biotech Corporation.
The CCS subcranial biochip implant uses neural redirection to suppress criminal urges and dampen aggression. Future models could include thought monitoring and reconstruction, limiting the subject's freedom to think and act.
Sounds great to you and me, but one person not so happy is mysterious recluse Don Fulci. The suspected crime lord interrupted last night's lottery draw with an illegal broadcast in which he denounced the ACN's crime-fighting initiatives.
I believe these measures threaten our great democracy. Christopher Stern is a dictator, and the ACN is private army. As a businessman and concerned citizen, I will do everything in my power to stop them.
With With bail bonds rising, every child
Bueno, como veis, es una intro un poco
Little
larga.
Jimmy Brown of Orange County coined a cool 2 million credits by informing on his dad and his uncle, both wanted felons. Nationwide, informants contributed to another record low in crime figures, with many felons turning in criminal associates.
Well, it just goes to show no one's all bad, Bill. Meanwhile, ACN Chief Christopher Stern today appointed protege and former assistant Alan Sharp agency vice president. Known as a hardliner, Sharp championed the 3 strikes and your organs are out penalty for repeat offenders and promises more of the same.
In breaking news, a leading citizen is murdered at his desk. Full victim profile and safety at work feature in our next bulletin. For now, I'm Bill Waverly.
And I'm Kate Gloss, and that's all you need to know.
Vale, pues ya está. Aquí empezaremos a jugar. Así a ver si le bajamos un poco el sonido al juego. Vale, bueno, vamos a empezar. Partida nueva, obviamente. Y vamos a hacer la misión esta de entrenamiento. La puedes saltar, pero la vamos a jugar, ¿vale? No es muy larga tampoco.
Welcome to Layla. HeadHunter techniques for new recruits. Basic crime fighting proficiency training. Prepare for virtual reality simulation.
Vale, modo normal y botón de acción. ¿Cómo interactuar con objetos? Usa el botón analógico para ir hacia el objeto con el que quieras interactuar. Y pulsa A. Vale, entonces vamos por aquí. A ver. Me parezco un poco lento. Modo pistola y disparos. ¿Cómo disparar? Mantén pulsado R para levantar tu pistola, pulsa A para disparar. La puerta se cerrará cuando el enemigo sea derrotado. Bueno. O sea, no están así los movimientos básicos, ¿no? Sí. Cambiar de objetivo y apunta. ¿Cómo cambiar el objetivo y apuntar? Cuando estés en un modo pistola, teclea X para ir de un objetivo a otro. Mantén pulsado X y pulsa izquierda o derecha en el botón analógico para apuntar manualmente. Solo puedes ir con tu pistola a los enemigos verdes. Vale, entonces yo me voy para aquí. No, solo puede ser a medio, al del medio. Ahí, creo que no caigamos aquí. Noto no sé si será. A ver, tío. Puntas al que no es. No sé si será cosa del mando. Que noto el control a la hora de mover. A ver de cada que va hacia abajo. No, ahora es esto. A ver, genio. Es del medio, hombre. Es del medio, el otro. Apunta todo menos al que no debe, tío. Al verde. Y ahí, así, hombre. Vale, apuntando a objetos. ¿Cómo apuntar a un objeto? Entra en el modo de pistola pulsando R. Pulsa X para cambiar de objetivo para un objeto. Solo se puede herir a los enemigos. Grises con explosiones, ¿vale? Entonces yo cojo, hago. Esto es el modo. Espera. Esto es el modo pistola. No, así tampoco. Esto es el modo pistola. Vale. Ahora no me sale, tío. Antes igual, media hora aquí para disparar a un bidón. modo pistola. Sí dispara. Que no me lo cambio. Ahora. Tenía que agacharme. Pero sí noto por veces que se me va bastante el muñeco. No, oye tío, pero vamos a ver. Agáchate. Apunta al objeto. Al tío no, macho, al objeto. Porque si no, no se puede matar. Es que yo no sé por qué no me lo cambié. Modo pistola. Es que no me lo... ¿Por qué no? Me da la sensación. Pues me agacho modo pistola. Pues, a ver. Va. Vale, modo el muro y tiroteo. Es como escabullirse por el muro. Pulsa Y para cuando estés cerca de un muro. Pulsa izquierda o derecha en el botón analógico para moverte por el muro. Mantén pulsado R cuando estés cerca de una esquina para doblar con rapidez. Pulsa Y otra vez para irte del muro. El enemigo de esta habitación se vuelve a ver durante un tiempo cuando tú dobles la esquina. Vale. Entonces aquí hay que hacer básicamente esto. Vale. Aquí hay un enemigo que hay que ponerse así, porque si no, no te deja matar. Vale, ahora si disparas, sería así. Vale, venga. Bueno. No sé si queda algo más. ¡Ay, sí! A ver, es agacharse y rodar por el suelo. ¿Cómo agacharse y rodar por el suelo? Mantén pulsado L para agacharte y cubrirte detrás de objetos. Pulsa B para rodar. Rodar por el suelo es muy útil para esquivar el disparo del enemigo. No, aquí no hay que matar, Mira ahí que es. Vale, el truco está en que hay que esperar a que dé la vuelta. Mierda, tío, ya. Cuidado, ¡Corre, no te quedes aquí! Se me quedó ahí en la caja, tío. Se me quedó ahí en la caja. Moviendo el tutorial. Más lamentable completamente. A ver, no es complicado. Hay que esperar simplemente que el tío dé la vuelta. Lo que pasa es que se me quedó ahí en la caja. La última caja. Aquí, tío, siempre... ¡Corre! No me lo puedo creer, tío. Creo que tener que haber ido a la pared y... Pensé que me daba tiempo, tío. De hecho, antes lo hice así y me dio tiempo. Tengo que ir ahora a la pared. tengo que ir a la pared y ir pegado a la cornisa. Pero tío, ¿te quieres agachar, colega? Es que a ver, no le doy a los botones y el muñeco va a su aire, Pero si te... A ver, tío, si estoy dando agachado, ahora. No me fastidies. Que entre que tengo el mando medio tocado y tal, y el control me está costando un huevo, no sé por qué. Tío, ahora no me sale. Es alucinante, tío. Perdiendo tiempo en esta tontería. Porque no deja de ser una tontería. Ahora, tío. Vale, ahora empieza lo que es la historia.
Neural resonance 120 and rising. We have core
Tiene
activity.
aquí
Increase to 500 megahertz. Subject is conscious.
O están experimentando con
Security,
nosotros.
it's the alarm. We have a situation.
Vaya muerte ahí.
Subject is dangerous.
Rara.
Close
Vale.
all exits.
Abre la puerta. Ahí. Vale, pues tenemos que escapar ahora. A ver, tío, joder. Ponemos un poco lejos, por favor. O sea, menos mal que el tío no tenía puntería, porque si no, vamos. Ahora sí. Va. Hostia, que no lo veía. Fuera. Hay otro aquí, ¿verdad? Que la cámara, como ayuda tanto. Uf, tengo poquísima. Aquí está el final. Aquí está el final.
Don't try to fight it. Good is good.
Where am I? Who are you? Please, I can't remember.
Patient's name is Jack Wade. Found unconscious in the parking lot of an industrial park a week ago. In and out of metabolic coma the past 3 days. Gunshot trauma to the leg. Evidence of some advanced surgery.
Surgery? What surgery?
And apparent retrograde amnesia. Suggestive therapy, controlled neural rehab. Mental stimulation.
A daughter and a nation say farewell. Christopher Stern, founder and father figure of the ACN, was buried today in Arlington National Cemetery. Among the mourners, distraught Angela Stern was comforted by Alan Sharp, recently elected ACN vice president and Stern's chosen successor.
Christopher Stern was far more than a boss to me, and I'm honored to build on the foundations he laid. Decades of criminality have been reversed. Organized crime is in retreat. But we can do much more. Closer cooperation between the ACN and biotech will allow ever greater control over criminals, suspects, and those thinking criminal thoughts. The war is only just beginning.
Meanwhile, debate still rages over who was responsible for Stern's assassination, many pointing the finger at self-styled Don Emilio Fulci. Thought to have links with a criminal syndicate, little is known about Fulci. Never seen in public, his appearance remains shrouded in mystery. An ACN raid on offices of one of Fulci's business interests revealed no trace of the elusive criminal magnate. Kate?
Thanks, Bill. In other news, psychotic gangster Esteban Ramirez rose 3 points on the criminal exchange, hitting a career-high 1750. Mass murderer John Lindsay continued his slide, down 5 to 1700. No change at the top of the HeadHunter League, however. Hank Redwood bringing in 3 most wanteds for his 5th successive #1 ranking. Redwood's had his critics, but it seems there's no question now that he's
second best. You were the best, Wade.
Do I know you?
Maybe this'll jog your memory. Smith & Easton Stimulator, ENP automatic. Clip size?
10 rounds.
Muzzle velocity?
850.
Payload?
Combined neurostimulants and motor cortex scrambler, producing incapacity and eventual brain death.
Like riding a bike. I'm Chief Frank Hawk, and you, Wade, were my #1 headhunter. 8 years, top of the league for 6. More captures than the rest of them put together.
I'm a regular hero.
And now you're fired. For life. Sorry, Wade, but it's orders. They don't even tell me why. Times are changing. Maybe if we knew what happened to you...
You're asking the wrong guy.
That's too bad. You could go independent. You'd have to pass the Layla test, but you'd get a weapon and a VM. Wouldn't give access to classified files, but it'd be a start.
Back to school, huh?
With an ENP gun in your hand, it could be worse. Contact me when you got your Layla license. I'll help any way I can. Word of warning. You've woken up with quite a few enemies. I wouldn't trust anyone you don't know. And right now, you don't know anyone.
Jack Wade?
Stern? Angela Stern?
You know my name.
I watch TV. Christopher Stern's daughter. I saw your father's funeral. I'm sorry.
So am I. I want you to help me, Mr. Wade. I want you to find the man who killed my father. I want Don Fulci to be sorry, too.
How do you know it was Don Fulci?
He hated my father and everything he stood for. Call it a hunch.
Why don't you tell it to the ACM?
They want to see him behind bars. I want to see him dead.
I'm not an executioner.
You don't know what you are. Retrograde amnesia, remember? Outside of the killer, you were the last person to see my father alive. His diary shows you had a meeting with him. You were working together on some kind of secret project. Find my father's killer, and maybe you'll find out what happened to you.
I'll think about it.
Don't think too long. I'd say medical expenses are running at a kidney donation already. You can spend the rest of your life hunting lowlifes, or crack the case of the decade for a handsome fee.
How handsome?
$2 million on delivery of Fulci.
What about an advance?
My assets are frozen until my father's case is closed. You'll have to trust me.
I heard that before. Just remembered.
That's a good sign. Get well soon, Jack. And when you do, come pay me a visit.
Bueno, le va a hacer la visita, ¿no?
Some place you have here.
I grew up in this house.
Son animaciones muy largas.
It seemed real big and exciting then.
Bueno, animaciones.
But now,
Temática muy larga.
I'll get us an X-Must. Take a look around. Maybe some of Daddy's ACN stuff could help jog your memory.
Vale. Estamos ahora en la mansión. Vale.
There's some interesting stuff you haven't looked at.
Hay cosas interesantes.
Zweiberg's pretty much our top scientist, a refugee from communist times. He developed the criminal control system. Without it, the ACN might have lost its war against crime. Daddy was worried about some of the Big Brother stuff biotech is developing, but Alan's gung-ho.
Esto se va un poco rápido.
My father's Layla certificate. He insisted on taking the same tests as his men. Layla tests let headhunters upgrade their license so they can get bigger cases and better equipment. You're gonna need to get a license before you start after Don Fulci.
Vale.
That's me, Daddy, and Alan Sharp. Alan was from the wrong side of the tracks. Daddy took him under his wing, paid his tuition, put him through college, fast-tracked him into the ACN, called him the son he never had. When you're a kid, hearing that kind of hurts. Later, Alan and me were an item for about 5 minutes. My graduation diploma from MIT. Truth is, I only went there to prove a point to my father. Do something useful. Maybe join the ACN one day. Boy stuff. Then I found out I had a talent for it. Computers, technology. So much for all those ballet classes. An agent's handbook. The ACN Bible. Its history, philosophy, codes of practice. My father wrote every word. There's background on the standard weapon types, too. May want to refresh your memory next time you lay hands on a gun. My father and the president were at Harvard together. After the military, Daddy went into industry, used his money to finance the president's election. The new penal code, privatized law enforcement, the ACN, it's all stuff they dreamed up when they were students. Here, key card to the elevator. Use it to get in and out through the garage. Feel free to drop by any time. Mi casa es su casa.
Vale, entonces hay aquí el garaje. Aquí hay una especie de gimnasio. Pero bueno, aquí no hay nada que ver. Y este es el ascensor.
Before you go, I have something to show you down in the garage.
You can use my bike to get around town. Relic from my wild days. But it still works fine.
Nice bodywork. For a relic.
The Layla testing facilities are located here. Time to go get that license. Guess it's a while since you've been in the saddle.
I figure it'll come back to me.
Knock 'em dead, Jack.
Vale. Pues es que aquí para girar un montón de cuesta. Estoy dando para girar y no va. Puntos de técnica 250. Luego el medio borracho. Cuesta bastante, ¿eh? Aquí nos comprueba la identificación. Cuesta bastante el manejo de la moto. Parece que no, pero... ojito. Vale, yo lo dejé en esta zona, ¿vale? Seguiremos un poquito más, pero no mucho, ¿vale? Hay que meterle caña para que esto suba. Puntos de técnica. Eso sí, el tío de la moto no cabe. Vale. Dice yo, no tiene marcha atrás. Si te quedas atascado ya te pone un sitio. Ya está, ¿no? Ha llegado a nivel B, a ver que no la liemos, ¿vale? Vamos a ir con cuidado, tío, porque esto... Vale, esto es para que practicaras un poco con la moto, obviamente. Pero, tío... Vale, vamos a ir a punto de lega, o vamos a intentar ir. Y ya lo iremos dejando, ¿vale? Esto... No, esto... A ver. ¡Ey! ¿Pero qué hace, tío? Pero de verdad, se embala que es cosa simple. A ver, yo tengo las manos un poco tocados. Todo influye, ¿no? Pero... A ver. Pero es que la moto es difícil de manejar, no gira bien. O sea, a veces te da a tope y cuesta que gire y... Bueno, un poco de todo. Eso me pillo un mando de una vez. No es para... Tiene que ser por el que salta, ¿no? Por este. Por aquí. No, es que el punto está... El punto está aquí. Pero no tengo que entrar... En teoría tendré que entrar por aquí. Ah, vale. Sí. ¿Cómo que acceso denegado? Pues aquí no se abre. Por algún extraño motivo aquí no se abre. Aquí no se abre. Ahí se abre, pero me dijo que era denegado. ¿Está por aquí? Aquí se abre. No sé si por aquí me ves. Nada, eso de nada, tío, ¿no? Vamos a ir para aquí de todo. Esto también se abre, pero... Eso de nada. No entiendo, tío, o sea, esto es un poco raro, ¿no? Es un poco raro. Es que en teoría es aquí. Aparte, salía antes por el otro lado. Este me está vacilando. Para terminar el vídeo, un vacile guapo. A no ser que tenga que entrar por otro lado. Pues no, por otro lado. Aquí hay un... Vale. Y ya me parece que es donde tengo que ir. A ese sitio amarillo, si es que soy mongo. Como soy mongo... No, espera que no está a gusto. Ah, vale, desmontar. Ahora sí. Vale, oficina de Leira.
Jack Wade, as I live and breathe.
Sorry,
What, you don't remember me? Boy, that hurts. Hank Redwood, professional headhunter. You and me, we were real close. I was number one, you were right up there at second best. Only not everyone saw it that way till now.
Maybe they'll change their minds again.
Most of our colleagues training in here, they only got A licenses if they're lucky. This here is a AAA. I beat your record, Jack. You want the number one spot, you'll have to climb right over me, starting with your very own C license.
Wait, it's coming back. Yeah, Hank Redwood. Abusive father, flunked out of high school, loved working the Vice Squad, found he had a nose for sniffing out lowlife. Never had a girlfriend, dog walked out on him.
Wait a minute, how did you know?
Call it a lucky guess.
Okay, smartass. Go get your C, we'll see who's laughing. Oh, and hey, my dog never walked out on me.
Here for a license? Okay. To obtain a law enforcement license, you must pass the entry-grade proficiency test using the VR terminal located in the VR room. Passing further tests will allow you to upgrade your license if merited by your performance in the field. In the unlikely event that you're successful, the VR terminal can also be used to access information from the Layla database. Once licensed, you can withdraw equipment from the equipment dispenser for your grade of license. Clear? To begin the test, approach the VR terminal. That's the easy part.
Vale, entonces aquí nos tocaría recoger la licencia. Pero lo vamos a dejar aquí, ¿vale? Vamos a dejarlo aquí. Vamos a guardar. ¿vale? Cuidado, disco 1, cuidado. Y ya está, ¿vale? Así que nada, bueno, pues dale like si os ha gustado, suscribiros si os interesa este contenido y mañana seguimos con el evento, ¿vale? Así que nada, un saludo, hasta luego.